יכוון בברכות פירוש המילות, כשיזכיר שם השם, יכוון בפירוש קריאתו באדנות, שהוא אדון הכל, ויכוון בכתיבתו י' כ', שהוא היה, הווה ויהיה, ובהזכירו אלוקים, יכוון שהוא תקיף, הוא בעל היכולת, הוא בעל הכוחות, כולם. בהזכירו אלוקינו, יכוון שהוא אלוה שלנו, שהוא תקיף, הוא בעל היכולת. ויש אומרים שכל זה אינו אלא בהזכרת שם השם שבברכות, אבל בהזכרת שם השם שבפסוקים אין צריך לכוון, ויש חולקים, ואומרים בכל הזכרת שם השם צריך לכוון, ולכתחילה נכון לכוון כנזכר בכל הזכרת שם השם, ובפרט בברכת אבות שב-18 ובהזכרת שם השם שבפסוק שמע ישראל. Says Rav Ovadia Yosef, there is halacha that any time a person is mentioning Hashem's name, he's supposed to have in mind that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the master of everything in the world. Not only of this world, also of the next world. Not only of the next world, also of the previous world. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Adon Akol. When you say Baruch Ata Hashem, you have to have in mind, because you don't say Hashem, you say Ado. Ado and then Nai, right? Our master. It says this is the master of all the universe. And he. Yud Ke Vav Ke. Yud Ke Vav Ke is the letters that there is. It was Haya, it is Hove, and it is Ihye. It's Yud Ke, and then Yud Ke again, Ihye. So the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the four letters, are built from the past, from the present, and also from the future. So whenever you mention Hashem's name, says Halacha, you're supposed to have that in mind. HaKadosh Baruch Hu was, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu will always be. This is Haya, Hove, Ihye. It says the third thing a person has to have in mind is Elokenu. When you say the word Elokenu, you're supposed to have in mind that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is all the powers in the world. He's not only the master of it. You know, some people could be the master of a pharmacy, but he doesn't have a power to do something about the pharmacy. He just put the money, he's the master, he's the balabait. But what do you do in the pharmacy? Do you know how to run the pharmacy? No, I'm a silent investor. Pulyam Mondam, Johnny Goshimatinj. I don't know what else they do over there. So I'm the master, I'm the owner, but I have nothing to do with the pharmacy. So here HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not only the master of the world, he also has all the powers in the world about this world. Make winter in the middle of the summer, or make rain in the middle of the winter, whatever HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to do, he can do. So a person have to have that in mind, says Halacha, when you say the word Elokenu. So when a person picks up the cup of water, or picks up any bracha to say, he cannot say it so quick. Sometimes people say, you go to Yeshua. He says, bracha le'ilui nishmat, Baruch ata Hashem shakol yamidbaro. Where is Elokenu? Where is Melech HaOlam? And then people say, why didn't you say Amen? Amen. What Amen? You didn't say bracha. What should I say Amen? The bracha didn't count. Where is Elokenu? Melech HaOlam? Says the halacha, not only a person is supposed to have it this mind, only during bracha, Baruch ata Hashem, Elokenu Melech HaOlam. He also have to have that in mind any time he mentions HaKadosh Baruch Hu's name. When a person says, in the end of the shiur, people say, Baruch Adonai le'olam, Amen ve'amen. Now you said Hashem's name. You have to have in mind, Adon HaKol, Haya, Hove, ve'ihye. Every single time when you mention Hashem's name. So what if a person has a hard time? Rabbi, you just throw on us such a big load. Every single time, have to have in mind, it's very hard. Says Rav Ovadia, you have to rely on, only in brachot at least. Brachot of Ne'enin, Birkat HaMitzvot, Le'aniach Tefillin, Tatev Betzitzit, and Shema Israel. Those two places, this is 100% mandatory for a person to have that in mind. To the point that the poskim say, if a person said Shema Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, and he didn't have that in mind, Adonai Kol, Ayahu Veviyeh, Elokenu, is our power, our God, our power, all the powers in the world. If he didn't have that in mind, he did not say the Chovah Shema Israel. Rabbi, what are you talking about? 7 years I'm coming to the synagogue. I don't say the Chovah Shema Israel. You have to have that in mind. That HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the master of everything. He was, he is, he always will be, and he has the powers of all the worlds, and he is our God. This is, Rabotai, mandatory kavanot. A person have to have in mind during bracha and during Shema Israel. Any other time is a better thing to say. B'chavod, Amar Rabbi Elazar.